Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Reichert of D-League Radio, and we are here to bring you the last game of the day between the Ramblers and the Stampede. This is D-League Radio and D-League Radio TV, and I am joined today by Tyler Shelton. Now, Tyler is the host of the 515 Hockey Cast here in Des Moines, Iowa. And Tyler, hey, welcome to D-League Radio. It's good to have you here, buddy.
Welcome. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, we've got a pretty good game over here between the Jesters. The Jesters just played. We just did that game, and
we don't want
to
say those anymore.
Yeah, but we have the Stampede and the Ramblers. The Stampede lining up for team pictures, it appears, and that's a handsome-looking group of guys and gals. But look, both these guys have won 6 games apiece, and the Stampede, that's only good for last place in their conference, while the Ramblers are 4th in their conference. You've seen a little bit of the D-League. You've got to see some of the play. What do you have going for us today going into this game?
Well, I'm really excited to see two teams that are effectively in the same boat for as far as the record goes. Now, I know you said that they are 6th and 4th respectively, but when you're 6-10-2 versus 6-11-1, you're in the same boat.
It's a wash.
I'm really excited to see which team comes on top here.
We've had some pretty good action here today on D-League Radio TV. Some not so good action on D-League Radio TV with the Slashers getting blown out by the Smart Aces by a large margin. And then this last game we just showed you was the Jesters and the Adjusters. And again, I have to say that deliberately because it's so hard to deal with. Welcome to the podcasting world, my friend.
Absolutely. It's a mouthful. We try to avoid those kinds of situations on ours.
Sometimes the schedule just dictates that's where it is. Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about 515 Hockey Cast.
Well, for the most part, we try to cover the NHL and below, and this is our start, our foray into this type of league, and I'm very excited for that and be able to go back tonight and talk about that. We've talked to a couple of the coaches around town, the Buccaneers head coach, Iowa Wild head coach, just have a good time with friends and sit around and drink and talk about hockey.
It's easy to do when you're talking about our favorite sport,
Absolutely it is.
Well, welcome to the D-League. Welcome to D-League Radio TV. We are going to get this one started here shortly. Both teams go about their warm-ups. Ryan Butler, the team captain of the Ramblers, back from surgery. He's behind the bench. He's in a sling, one-arming it today. He's going to run things for the Ramblers. I saw that the Stampede had an injured player as well. We'll get more into that. Yeah, they've got a guy in street clothes. I can't tell. Oh, that's Derek Higday. That's a big key for them. He is one of their better players. Not for lack of scoring, though. The Stampede have Andy Allen that leads them in goals with 12. Zach Lee right behind him with 10. And then Dylan Young, surprisingly only with 8 goals this year. And in their last game, they played the Reefers last week, and the Reefers got to avenge their only loss of the season, which came to the Stampede. Reefers coming up 4-2. Let's see. They have been hot and cold. They've won 6 of their last 8, and then no wins in their last 4. Not exactly the recipe for success, but you need to stop getting on the roller coaster and put together some solid efforts. They have played pretty well, just running against better quality teams, it appears.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're doing really well and then you just can't get a bounce, it seems like.
The Ramblers, again, 4th place in the Buffy Conference, just ahead of the Knights. Knights unable to gain any ground by getting shut out today by the Tall Boys. They're led by Craig Fraken with 13 goals. Matt Ring has stepped up and moved up from defense to forward. Ringer has been one of the better defensemen in the league for a number of years. Now he's playing forward. He's always had the speed and the shot. Now they're putting it on display, and he's got 8 goals on the season. Jeff Duncan and Greg Staples both with 6 goals. And in their last game, the Ramblers pulled one out and beat the Tall Boys 2-1 just a week ago. Now, if you're the Ramblers and you've got a not the record you hoped for, but you're still 4th in the conference, you're going against an identical team, what's going to be your outlook going into this game head-to-head?
I would think offense, especially when like you said, Matt Ring moved from defense to offense, and you've got a good two-way forward who's going to be able to maybe cover up some mistakes that may get made. I would go all offense all game.
Again, D-League Radio is brought to you by the Keg Stand, 3530 in Westtown Parkway, West Des Moines. Over 90 beers on tap, a full menu, open 7 days a week. They are the home of D-League and the home of D-League Radio and the home of D-League Nights. The next one, Tuesday, March 21st at 7 p.m. at the Keg Stand. Join us. We will have a live edition of D-League Radio that night. We will have some fantastic door prizes, as we always do. And it's just a great night to hang out with your D-League buddies. So that is D-League Night, March 21st at the keg stand. Don't miss out. You're only, 9 days away from that. So let's get another good crowd out. We had a great time last month.
Keg stand is definitely one of my favorite places to hang out, and I know they've been trying to push for getting the hockey crowd out, and I'm really glad to see that is something they can do.
They have been a sponsor of our show now for a couple seasons, and
that's fantastic.
Ryan Greening plays in this league. The owner of the keg stand plays in this league, and he is very generous. And just, it is a great establishment. And half-price wings on Wednesday. You can't go wrong. That's my favorite.
Can't miss that.
We are underway. Eric Chebek and I mispronounced his name right off the bat. It's Chabek. I only called him Chebek for 4 years.
It's going to make it hard.
Shot attempt by the Stampede. Steered away by McShane. And the Ramblers look to break out as we are underway. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us today on D-League Radio and D-League Radio TV. This is our third game of the day on video, and we're hoping you really enjoying it as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. But it's going to be Fraken coming in on the top of the right wing circle, making a shot that's blocked away by the Stampede. Centering pass by the Ramblers, misses the mark. It's going to be Kurt DeSelles coming up on the left wing side, near side boards. He's bothered by Schwenker. DeSelles, Schwenker, battle for the puck. DeSelles comes away with it. McShane waves at it. DeSelles on the near side boards. He has Dylan Young with him, but it's going to be the Ramblers trying to get out of the zone. DeSelles with a loose puck into the slot. Unable to get a shot away, and Schwenker's going to come away with it for the Ramblers with speed. Schwenker, he has Duncan with him on the near side, unable to get the puck to him. Duncan will gather in a loose puck at the blue line, and here come the Ramblers. Pass attempt by Duncan misses the mark. Lightfoot unable to gather in a loose puck, but that goes the length of the ice. Icing is going to be called on the Stampede, and the faceoff will come back down into the Stampede zone to the left of Samantha Halston.
This already seems like a much faster paced game than the last one we just watched. The passing is just as crisp as the beginning of the other one, but this one just feels different right out of the gate. And I'm really excited to see how this goes.
Faceoff won by the Stampede. Inadvisable pass by Chung, James Chung. Cross ice, kept in by Schwenker, steered aside by Halston. Lyle Collins off to the side of the net, out to Lightfoot. Taken by Chung on the near side boards, and the Stampede clear the zone. Lightfoot trying to get it back up to his forwards. That's going to be Ring and Lyle Collins. Ring, big number 66. He is a Penguins fan. He's from Ohio originally.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know. I grew up in Pennsylvania. I'm a Penguins fan as well, but the whole Ohio thing just breaks it for me.
When you say you grew up there, you're an old enough fan. It makes it okay.
Yeah. Shot attempt by Chung, hits the side of the net. Chung gathers in his own rebound. And the Ramblers look to get out of the zone. That's Nevins. He's bothered by Lee. Behind the Rambler net, it's taken by Schwenker. Schwenker wraps it around the boards, looking for Ring. Bothered by Lee again. Shot attempt, glove down by Ian McShane. That was going to go high and wide, but McShane thinks the better of it and gathers in that loose puck. As we get a stoppage in play, just 3 minutes into this first period, no score. The Stampede and the Ramblers on D-League Radio, D-League Radio TV.
Yeah, that was definitely going wide. I think it was good for McShane to grab that and just demonstrate the skill to the opposing team. Like, hey, I can get this.
As tall as he is, you'd think he better get a lot of things because the guy's like 9 feet tall.
From down here, it definitely looks like it. From up here, it definitely looks that way.
Staples gathers in a loose puck, comes in the zone, looking for Glorioso. Lyle Collins gets there first, but the puck is able to be chipped out of the zone and dumped back in by Adams. Ramblers need to clear, but it's the Stampede coming out. Thiele unable to gather in a loose puck. And Lee will gather it up and try to get it up into the Ramblers zone. Dan McCarthy, bothered by Lee Collins. Allen will gather in a loose puck now and get it out of the zone. Cross ice pass, that's intercepted by Lightfoot. And then Matt Thiele will dump it into the Ramblers zone. No icing on this play. Jake Allen goes back to get it, misses the puck. Thiele on the forecheck, bothering Allen, or Adams, I beg your pardon. Allen will intercept it to Thiele. Cross ice to Lee. Lee with the shot, the junior Lee. Gathered in by McShane right in the crest of his jersey. It was a good play, but he was still a little too far out to put a whole lot on that shot, Tyler.
And it's McShay. Yeah, good job on McShay for staying square to that as much as it was moving around. I think looking over at the benches, we've got quite a few more of the Stampede sitting there. So if this stays as fast-paced as it is, we might see some gassed Ramblers here in a little bit.
That always plays a factor. At this time of year, there's always a couple things. We had a game earlier today before you came where the Smart Aces had 7 skaters. So you only had 2 guys on the bench the whole game, and they won 7-2, I think it was. Yeah, 7-2.
So playing with desperation toward the end of that.
Well, we've talked about this on D-League Radio a lot, that when you come into a game that short bench, it's already a mindset that you know what to expect. So it takes over you, and you accept the fact you're going to be gassed. Just deal with it and do the best you can, and the Aces were really able to do that today. DeSales gathers in a loose puck along the boards, comes in, tries a pass to Young. Dylan Young, shot attempt that just hits the side of the net. McShane's going to cover up and we'll get a whistle. Good pass by DeSales. Young unable to have that puck sit down on his stick, but we still get a good scoring opportunity for the Stampede. No score, 5.5 in first period, Stampede and Ramblers.
Going back to what you were saying about having a short bench earlier today, last season, Amy and my wife and I went up to watch an Iowa State game, and Iowa State has, as always, enough players to ice an entire team. The away team had 2 guys on the bench, and one of them was the backup goalie.
Oh, that makes for a long day. Like I said, it's a mindset, but yeah.
Ended up being 9-3. I was really, really impressed with the away. I don't even remember the away team, but I was really impressed with them overall.
Kept in at the point by Schwenker for the Ramblers. Still with the puck at the top of the face-off circle. Battles with Chaubec. It goes into the corner. Chaubec gathers in a bouncing puck, gets it up to Young. Young and DeSales at 2-on-1 if they hurry. Young over to DeSales, just out of his reach. No icing on this play as Lightfoot goes back to battle with DeSales. Now Fraken joins the fracas over there. Gathered in. You like that?
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Not my first time. Taken by Duncan. Duncan shot attempt broken up by Laura Stein, the veteran defensewoman. Always in great position. Laura Stein, a very good person to have on your team. She was on the Knights a year ago with me. I really wish we had her this year too. Duncan, a backhanded pass to James Chung of the Stampede. Not his intended target, but it works out well for the team in teal.
Brian Mather got spun around pretty good there.
He does that every now and then. Brought into the zone, it's Chung. Chung, top of the face-off circle, bothered by Nevins, gets a shot away weakly. McShane will cover that up. We will get another whistle. Still no score. 7:30 into this game. Ramblers, Stampede, D-League Radio.
They're both playing really, really quickly, and I don't know if they're going to be able to keep that up.
Time will tell. It's Staples over to Lyle Collins. Collins with a shot. That goes wide. Broken up by Stein in the slot up to Chung.
He's got numbers.
Chung coming up the left wing side. Broken up nicely by Schwenker. Schwenker, one of the better defensemen in the D-League, showing exactly why, breaking that play up. Staples for the Ramblers looking for Lyle Collins. Collins unable to handle the pass. It's going to come right in on Halston. She'll play it to negate any icing as Stein goes behind her own net. Stein up and off the board, broken up by Staples. Zach Lee unable to handle a pass. It goes back into the Stampede zone. Up and out, intercepted by Schwenker. Schwenker waiting for his teammate to get onside. That was Nevins. Now Schwenker gains the zone with speed into the corner. Behind the net, looking for something to happen. That flips up on Halston. She has to actually try to glove that down. Unable to do so, but it comes out of the zone, and the Ramblers will have to regroup. That's Adams. Adam gets it up to Collins. Collins has Ring coming in. Ring makes a shot. Saved by Halston. Nice glove save. She shows it to Ring and says, yeah, it's right here, buddy.
If he'd had somebody with him, she was committed far right side. If he'd had anybody with him, they could have buried that there. But a good patience out of both of them for staying committed to shooting and saving it.
We're being told by the D-League Radio fans that Sean Sparks should be goalie of the year for his shutout today against the Knights, and that he is better than Brian Higgins. I mean, there's never been any denying of that. It's just
As soon as there are signs, you know that it's official, right?
It is. It really is. And when it's, your team that got shut out today, it has a little sting. Eric Zamora, D-League radio personality. I'm going to use that term lightly. Staples gathers in a loose puck at the blue line, comes in with speed, takes a shot, saved by Halston as she blocks that away.
That was a nice shot and got off quickly.
Chased down by Gloriosa, centering pass over to Staple, broken up by Lee, the younger Lee, over to Allen, back up to Lee, gets a 2-on-1 with Thiele, takes a shot that goes wide. Thiele with the rebound, comes in and scores!
Nice backhander, just beat it clean.
Matt Thiele with a goal. As he gets the first goal of the game, 10.5 into this first period. It was a great 2-on-1 with the younger Lee and Thiele on a 2-on-1. The first initial shot by Lee went wide. Thiele gathered in that loose rebound and puts it home top shelf. 1-0 lead Stampede. Matt Thiele, always humble in his goal cell. Yes, we saw you, buddy.
Just keeping your stick down, your head up, knowing that rebound's coming out, and getting the backhand up over the pads. That was very good-looking goal.
Thiele, longtime veteran of D-League, able to put a real nice goal on there. It really looked like he knew what he was doing, and those of us that know Matt Thiele just really know otherwise. But hey,
as long as you look like you know what you're doing, that's all that matters.
Thus, here we are.
Exactly.
Center ice, it's Lee for the Stampede. Dumping it into the Ramblers zone, chased down by Adams. Adams battles with it with Allen. Allen tries a shot that's deflected out in front by Lightfoot. Lightfoot shaking his leg. He got that. Allen has a real hard shot. Lightfoot living up to his name there. Chaubeck keeps it in at the point. Dumped in low by Mather. Adams behind the net, can't chase it down. That's going to be Allen. Allen. Centering pass. McShane has to block that and then glove it down himself. As we are at 8:20 remaining in the first period. It's 1-0. The Stampede have just taken the lead on a really entertaining game. Good back and forth. Halston has made two really nice saves to keep this a shutout in her favor.
And they were both very hard shots. If she hadn't stayed square, they both would have been buried.
Face off to the right of McShane. Comes to Mather. He can't handle it. Comes out to Chaubeck. Chaubeck with the shot block. It's going to be Ring. Halston comes out to play it. She steers it away from the speedy forward of the Ramblers. Now has to get back in net as Duncan comes down. He has Ring in front, wide open. Centering pass, Ring unable to gather that in.
Halston sure wasn't sure all the way out there whether or not she wanted to challenge or stay back.
Fraken makes a move, comes in. Shot attempt deflected by the Stampede defense. Chaubeck battles with Fraken. Now Mather gather in a loose puck and try to send it up. It gets out of the zone. Schwenker with it for the Ramblers, dumps it back in for the team in red. Chased around by the Stampede. It gets past Chaubeck. Now Mather will chase it down at the neutral zone. He has DeSelles with him. His pass comes up to DeSelles. DeSelles has the puck, comes in, takes a shot. Saved by McShane. Rebound saved by McShane. Good saves by Ian McShane.
Great patience there, waiting for that rebound to come back down and taking another swing at it.
Craig Fraken, leading goal scorer for the Ramblers, comes in, tries a centering pass to Ring. Ring held up by the defense of the Stampede. Out to the neutral zone. It's Lightfoot. This rookie gets it back up to Matt Ring. His teammates come on side. Duncan's out there with him along with Fraken. He has people wide open. It's Fraken coming in. Fraken with shot. Saved by Halston. Around the net. It's Fraken still with the puck. He loses it. Gathers it back in. Gets it up to Lightfoot. Along the far side boards. Is chased down by the Stampede. And now they're able to get it up and out of the zone. It's going to be DeSelles over to Dylan Young. Young crosses the blue line, drop pass for DeSelles, goes to the net. Shot attempt by DeSelles right into the crest of the Rambler jersey of Ian McShane, and we'll get another stoppage at play. It's still 1-0. Multiple chances by the Ramblers, multiple chances by the Stampede. Both goalies looking sharp.
Absolutely. Fraken had all day down here to make that goal and to just take that shot and make sure he did the best he could with it. And good job out of Halston. Keeping out of the net.
There you go. Staples gets the puck past the defense of the Stampede. Coming in on a semi-breakaway, comes in, takes a shot, save, just goes wide. Centering pass out in front. Halston, again, standing tall, for as tall as she can. She's 5'6", and covers a lot of net for somebody of that stature. Sam looking really good today. Staples, another entry into the zone. Tries a shot, deflected up and into the netting. We'll get a whistle. Holston having to look sharp and standing up to the challenge.
And she's looking really great doing it. She is challenging as far out as she can. And I think that if she hadn't challenged quite out as far then, it would not have trickled wide.
And she's staying square to the shooter at the same
Absolutely.
time. Face off to the left of Halson. 5 minutes remaining in the first period. Nevins and Lee on the face-off, won by the Ramblers. Staples will have to chase that down, with Schlitzer giving chase for the Stampede. Gets it up to Coleman. Coleman will chase it down. Lightfoot getting there first for the Ramblers. Gets it up to Staples. Staples has the puck bounce right off his stick. James Chung is there to recover it for the team in teal. Deep into the Ramblers zone. Lightfoot wraps it around the boards looking for Lyle Collins on the near side boards. Collins tried to hit Staples with a pass, and Staples comes away with it. Staples on a breakaway. Comes in, takes a shot, saved by Halston once again. Sam Halston putting on a clinic today.
What a takeaway.
Now Andy Allen has the puck. He has Chung with him. Chung waits at the blue line. Allen gains the zone. Allen takes a shot, blockered away by McShane. The pace really going back and forth at just a real good pace, Tyler. Now we have another shot attempt. That's Allen. Coleman with a shot. McShane has it and wasn't quite sure. And we get another stoppage in play. Both teams just battling. I can't believe it's only 1-0.
Absolutely. I'm not sure McShane even knew that where that was just because of all the traffic there. He just happened to be square to where the puck was, and I think that's one of those times that you just, yeah, it was where it's supposed to be, and that's a good positional save.
And a good shot by Coleman of the Stampede to get that in on that through traffic.
Absolutely.
Face off to the right of the Rambler goalie. It's going to be won by the Ramblers, getting control of it, dumping it up and out of the zone. Defenseman for the Stampede, McCarthy, falling down. But he has Schlitzer back there, the veteran defenseman, Luke Schlitzer, able to gather it in for the Stampede, gets it up to Allen. Allen poked off his stick by Schwenker. Schwenker, not a rookie and not one that will never do that again. Gets it back up to Collins at the point, but Allen chips it away, and it's going to be chased down by Jacob Lee. Lee gets there, into the corner, tries a centering pass over to Thiele. Those two connected earlier for the only goal of the game. But it's going to be taken by Lee Collins, and Lee Collins tries to get it over to Glorioso, broken up by Chaubeck. Chaubeck up to Lee. Jake Lee tries to get it over to Allen. Allen comes in, makes a move, gets around one guy, loses control of the puck. I think Adams had a hand in getting that off of Allen's stick. A centering pass comes in on McShane, and he'll glove it down. Those two are friends.
Well, looks like everybody's friends. Everybody's having a good time and chumming it up. And that's
well, we draft teams every year in D-League, so
good.
Most guys are never on the same team twice. So
it's a good
all
way
of these guys have played with and against each other more than not.
That's good. That's a way to keep people from getting angry over nothing.
Well,
mostly nothing.
Mostly nothing, yeah.
Here to have fun, and that's what's important.
Well, it's fun. Winning's a lot of fun.
Well, it's more fun when you win.
Yeah.
There's no question about that.
Puck loose in the neutral zone. It's Kurt DeSales. DeSales coming in, gains the line. He has Dylan Young with him. Young unable to gather a loose puck. It's going to be Matt Ring. Ringer coming up the near side, trying to get around Strathman. Strathman with that long stick makes Ring go wide. Ring tries a wraparound, puck stuck in his skates. He could never get a handle on it. And Dylan Young comes away for the Stampede. Chips it up and out. Lightfoot takes it for the Ramblers. Dumps it back into the Stampede zone. Strathman, former Squirrel, trying to get a handle on the puck, just unable to do so. That happens. Up to Mather. Mather, his attempt to DeSales, broken up by Lightfoot. Mather comes away with it, dumps it in. McShane steers that aside, taken by Staples. Staples of the Ramblers tries a stretch pass up to Fraken. Fraken wasn't ready for that. Chaubeck gathers it in. His pass attempt goes wide, but into the Ramblers zone. No offside, no icing. Cleared around by Lightfoot. DeSales there for the Stampede. He can't handle it. And now it's going to be Staples once again for the Ramblers. They have numbers if they hurry. Staples, Duncan, Fraken. Staples back to Fraken. Top of the face-off circle. His shot blocked by Dylan Young. And now if the Stampede hurry, they could have numbers, but DeSales going to go for a line change. Dylan Young gets around Adams. Lower face-off circle. Looking to make a move. He has Mather out in front. Tries to bank it in off of McShane. Pardon me, and that's going to be cleared out by the Ramblers.
They got about everybody they could crashed around that net trying to hammer it home.
There was a lot of traffic. Stampede through center ice, fumbling with the puck. And then dumped into the zone by Zach Lee, the older Lee. Laura Stein gets it away from Craig Fraken. Staples once again gathers in the loose puck, gets it into the zone, over to Jeff Duncan, just has it bounce off his stick. I think he was ready to shoot before he had the puck on his stick there, Tyler.
I think so too. That was a beautiful pass. If he had handled that cleanly, that would have been buried.
Right in the dying seconds of the first period. So we end this period with a 1-0 score. The Stampede ahead here on D-League Radio and D-League Radio TV. It was Matt Thiele with the goal. Very nice backhander on a rebound. So, your take on this first period?
If you hadn't told me coming into this that where they were in the standings, I would not have known that. These guys are playing very, very well. It's a very quick back and forth game, and there's quite a lot of stick work here that I wouldn't have expected otherwise.
We have, let's see, coming up on the 21st of March, we have the next D-League night at the Keg Stand, the official sponsor of D-League Radio and the home of D-League. March 21st, 7 p.m., we have great door prizes, as always. We have a live episode of D-League Radio and probably some more surprises coming your way, some more clarification on the playoffs that are just around the corner. And we'll have all this for you on the 21st of March. And as we stated before, Tyler, you are the host of the 515 Hockey Cast here in Des Moines, the newest hockey show here in Central Iowa.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit more how things are going for you.
Well, things are going really well.
Yeah.
We try to cover the NHL and AHL and USHL as best we can. We're branching into NCAA and hanging out with you, and I'm really excited to talk to you about that today. We've got a couple of, me and my friend Scott started a little while ago. We've got a couple side bets on what we think are going to happen. Usually involves a bottle of whiskey. Everybody wins because the whiskey ends up staying in my house anyway.
Fantastic. So the 515 Hockey Cast available on iTunes.
Yes, sir.
Check it out.
It's on iTunes, any of your favorite podcatchers. Just do a search for it and you'll find it.
So while you're listening to D-League Radio on iTunes, you can also check out the 515 Hockey Cast. Again, Central Iowa's newest foray into hockey podcasting. Welcome aboard.
Well, thank you very much. I enjoy it a lot.
It's awesome. Brought in by Lyle Collins. And a pass attempt over to Matt Ring on the near side as we start this second period. It's Lyle Collins. Shot attempt just goes wide, and Nevins couldn't bury a rebound. Now a centering pass to Lyle Collins once again. He still has the puck. Tries a pass to Nevins, unable to bring that in. It's Ring. Ring's pass hits Nevins, comes out to Schwenker. Furious action right to start this second period, Tyler, and Laura Stein clears the puck. I wasn't ready for all that.
No, not at all. They were going for broke right out of the gate.
Again, you have two evenly matched teams. I was really looking forward to this one. We didn't do a regular show this week on D-League Radio, and I think we would have called this one the game of the week for sure, because it has playoff implications potentially with the Ramblers standings and also just the record, the records of the two teams being as close as they are. We knew this would be a good one, and these two haven't disappointed.
And it's definitely living up to what would have been called game of the week already.
Behind the net, it's Tim Nevins. Halston covering the post. Nevins still in the corner, rattles one in off the stick of the Stampede defender. That comes in, up and out, but kept in by Schwenker. Schwenker couldn't get it on net, blocked away by Stein. She'll gather in a loose puck, try to send it up to her forwards. They still can't get it out of the zone. And finally, Matt Coleman is able to get it out of the zone for the Stampede. Chased down by Dave Schwenker at center red. He'll dump it in, and the Ramblers will get a change. Here comes Glorioso, fresh off the bench to put some pressure on Laura Stein. She didn't see him coming. Glorioso all by himself as the Ramblers finish their line change. Sends the puck through the zone. Kept in by Ring. Nice play. He sends one toward the net, and that is going to be steered away by Halston. Glorioso behind the net, looking for a centering pass at Staples. That shot just goes wide. Staples coming off the bench for for a line change. Tyler, nobody accounted for him as he came crashing through the slot.
Absolutely not. Stampede are just gassed. They need to get a change. They need to get a change in. They've been in their own zone for what, better part of 2-3 minutes now?
Far side corner, it's going to be Jacob Lee. His clearing attempt kept in by Lightfoot. Lightfoot wraps it around the board. Staples will chase it down in the near side corner. As the Ramblers still applying pressure, they're looking to tie this game up. Staples, centering pass. That's broken up and blocked by Lee. It comes in, and that's going to be offside, but no, here comes Lee, the younger Lee, trying to get around the defense of the Ramblers. Jacob Lee, his shot attempt broken up by Glorioso. Glorioso over to Staples as they try to get out of the zone and do. Staples with speed, gains the zone, comes in, circles around in the faceoff circle. He has Glorioso breaking in. Glorioso can't handle that pass. Lee Collins with a shot attempt blocked by Schlitzer. Pardon me. Now taken by Andy Allen on the left wing side. He's going to gain the zone for the Stampede. He has Thiele behind him. He has Lee breaking towards the net. Lee a little bit too deep. Thiele with the shot attempt behind the net. Over to Allen, broken up by Fraken. Now Allen with the puck. Centering pass, shot saved by McShane. Good connection between Lee and Allen. McShane able to stand up to the task.
Great pass, better shot, and just the goalie was there to make that save.
The size of McShane really played into that one, I believe. Now here comes Jacob Lee once again. Gets around Allen. He's going to be pressured by Lightfoot. Fans on his shot attempt, does a pirouette. He's going to get a 3.7 from the Russian judge as we move on the action as the play comes to center ice.
That's not going to be good enough for Silver.
Never. Good job. Deep into the Rambler zone. The Stampede starting to put a lot of pressure on as the Ramblers started the early stages of this period in the Stampede zone. Fraken loses the puck. Lee Collins carries it in for the Ramblers. Collins from the top of the face-off circle, steered away by Halston. She's really looking sharp today, Tyler. And it's going to take a real extra special effort to get something by her, it seems.
Absolutely. I think if her defense can help break the puck out a little bit more, that we're going to see a lot more offense from the Stampede.
Allen behind the Rambler net, tries a shot. That's blocked by Staples, goes off the back of the net. DeSales, centering pass, that's loose in front. Covered up by McShane at the last second. Mather was in front for the Stampede. A good pass by DeSales. McShane standing tall and up to the task.
That was a good cover of McShane. I didn't know if he saw that toward the end of that and just happened to show up right in front of his left pad, and good stop. Good call covering that puck.
Face off to the right of the Rambler goalie. We are just past the 5-minute mark of the second period. It's still 1-0, the Stampede in front on a Matt Thiele goal. Yes, I said a Matt Thiele goal.
Whoa.
Whoa, as sharp as she is today. Halston comes out to play the puck and has a little bit of trouble with it. Ramblers are offside.
Real good that didn't have any more gas on it.
Yeah, and those are the ones that always get through.
Yeah, absolutely.
DeSales gains the zone for the Stampede. He has players going towards the net. Tries a shot that's broken up by Adams. Nice play, Jake Adams, to break up a good Kurt DeSales opportunity. Now taken by Ring. You can see the speed of Ring as I was talking about earlier. Gets around one, comes in, takes a shot, saved by Halston, blockered away. Ring gathers in his own rebound behind the net. Wraps it around. It's going to be chased down by Big Eric Chayback. He's a mountain of a man, as we like to say on D-League Radio, and if his family is listening, yes, I've just mispronounced your name once again.
If you say you're sorry, it makes it okay.
Hey, they're longtime fans. Oh, Mather with an opportunity, couldn't get the puck to sit down on his stick. Yeah, the Chaubeck family, they live in Missouri, and they're big fans of D-League Radio. They listen every week, every opportunity, so and we appreciate that.
Well, that's fantastic.
Centering pass by the Ramblers, misses the mark, blockered away. Now taken by Dylan Young. He tries to chip it off the glass. Tim Nevins is there for the Ramblers to send it across ice to the far corner. It's going to be Ring. Ring has Duncan in front. Shot attempt that just goes wide.
Nice pass.
Tim Nevins loses the puck. Chaubeck's going to send it to the length of the ice. We'll get an icing call. The Ramblers now applying pressure, Tyler.
Absolutely. They are, and how? They are just throwing everything at the net.
I'll tell you, shift to shift, you wonder which team is going to put the foot on the gas, and we're getting a nice back and forth.
Well, it's flowing very, very well, and back and forth is definitely the way to describe that.
1-0 the score. Still, Stampede in front of the Ramblers. We're happy you can join us here on D-League Radio and D-League Radio TV. John Reichert and Tyler Shelton of the 515 Hockey Cast here calling the action to you.
Thought we were going to get a trip there.
I thought so too. It was questionable. But the players play on. It's going to be Staples in the circle. He had Collins banging his stick, wanting the puck on the far side. unable to get it to him. It's going to be Chung bringing the puck in. They are 14 feet offside. He tried to drag his foot, but by then he was already 10 feet off.
In the middle of that ad, we're like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
I mean, points for trying to drag that foot. I don't know that I'd even do that because I just embarrass myself
by
even
then,
worse and just fall down.
Fantastic.
Points for trying.
12-10 remaining in the second period. Puck deep in the Ramblers zone. Lightfoot goes to get it, tries to wrap around the boards. It's going to be kept in. No! It just slips by Stein. Glorioso turns on the Jets. Glorioso with a breakaway loses control of the puck.
Tried a little bit too hard there.
Now he has a centering pass to Staples. That blocked by the defense of the Stampede. Lyle Collins sends it towards the net. Annette. That's another player in the league. Samantha Halston covers up. She's seen enough. And she'll put a stop to this with 11:35 remaining.
She's looking really sharp. I didn't see that the Ramblers. Wow.
That's it.
I'll get there. Ramblers player crashed in the net. I'm glad she did because he'd have hammered that home.
Face off deep in the Stampede zone. Staples trying to drop back to Adams. He does. Adams' shot attempt interfered with by Thiele. And now it's going to be Jacob Lee getting up. Kept in by Adams, but now out of the zone by Lee. Thiele and Staples go after it. A pass to Glorioso misses the mark.
Good read.
Now Staples gathers in a loose puck, gains the zone, comes in, fires off a shot that's deflected and goes into the near side corner. Glorioso gathers it in for the Ramblers, looking to make a play. His pass intercepted by Allen and cleared out by Thiele as the Ramblers have to regroup. Staples has been everywhere, 20 for the Ramblers in red. I mean, their bench is a little bit short, but it seems like he's been on the ice all the time. And if I'm the team in teal, I have to be looking out for this guy because he has a lot of speed and a lot of experience.
He's definitely been all over. I think when your bench is that short, you kind of need more of a rover than you need a third forward.
Puck kept in at the point by Craig Fraken. He makes a move and gets around Allen. Now they battle along the far side boards. Schlitzer gathers in a loose puck, gets it up to Allen, and the Stampede look to break out. Allen gets around Adams, comes in with speed. He has somebody coming down the backside. It's going to be Lee. Lee tries a shot. That goes up and over the net. Thiele was on the back door. The puck is loose and just goes behind the net. Cleared up and out by Lee Collins, and the Stampede are going to have to regroup. They go for a line change, dumped into the Rambler zone, but it's going to be Schwenker looking to get the puck up to Fraken. Fraken looking to gain the zone and does. He has Ring with him. Drops the puck off for his winger. Ring gets it back to Fraken. Fraken can't handle that. It goes to Dylan Young behind the net. Those two battle. Looks like Young's going to come away with it for the Stampede. Intercepted, taken away by Matt Ring. Good play, Matt Ring, to Fraken behind the net. Halston trying to cover the post. Shebeck gathers in a loose puck, and he's going to come through the zone with speed, looking to get around Adams, and does. Schwenker back, Ring back. It's going to be gathered in by Mather. Mather comes in, takes a shot, gathered in by McShane. Always a good thing to at least get it in on net, Tyler, when the puck is loose and your defensemen are scrambling.
Absolutely. Take the shot. Maybe you're going to get a juicy rebound. You can bury that. I think a little bit lower, it would have come off the pads, and you would have another chance, but you're not losing taking shots.
Some good pressure by the Ramblers on that last change. Now, the way things have gone, you're expecting the Stampede to put the pedal to the metal now.
Absolutely.
Kept in at the point by Straisman. Nice keep in, Josh Straisman. DeSales has it. Loose in front, loose in the slot. Comes back out to Straisman. His shot attempt steered away with the pads by McShane. Taken by Schwenker over to Duncan. Duncan tries a stretch pass to Ring. Ring comes in. He has some room. Tries a shot. That's going to go wide. Looked like Ring never really had good balance to get a good shot away on that one, Tyler, and it cost him. It just goes wide.
Definitely agree on that. Don't know if he's had full control over that when he went to swing the stick at all.
Mountain of a man behind his own net. Tries to bank it off the boards of DeSales. That misses the mark. Schwenker gathers it in for the Ramblers. Coming in offside is Nevins, as Duncan was deep on the forecheck.
He's trying to get there.
Duncan's no spring chicken, so it takes an extra second or two to get out.
We can't win them all.
7.5 minutes remaining in the second period. Still 1-0. This D-League radio presentation of the Ramblers and the Stampede. John Reichert, Tyler Shelton here bringing the action to you. And we have ourselves a good one, that's for sure. Dave Schwenker, all-star defenseman for the Ramblers. Over to Jeff Duncan.
Nice cross-ice pass.
Duncan trying to get it to Staples and does. Staples gathers in loose puck, gets it to top of the face-off circle, makes her move around to Sells. Shot attempt block. Has a man open at the point, but gets it over to Nevins. Loose puck comes to Lightfoot. Lightfoot, shot attempt. Never made it to the net. Laura Stein with a real good intercept and up and out of the zone.
It's a good read knowing that he had to go for broke on that shot and getting in front of it.
Chased down by Schwenker. Stretch pass up, intercepted by Stein. She'll dump it right back into the Rambler zone with just enough speed to avoid any icing call, and the Ramblers will have to regroup. Taken by Glorioso. He had a breakaway chance a moment ago. Let's see what he can do with it now. Tries a shot, goes in on Halston. She's able to stick it away. That's the first time she hasn't controlled the rebound very well, Tyler, but she still had the presence of mind to get that stick out there, push that puck to the corner.
Absolutely. She knew she hadn't controlled it well at all and just swatted it away to a safe area. Knew a teammate was back there.
Stein looking to hit Coleman. That pass misses the mark. Adams can't reach that. Icing is waved off, and it's going to be exactly behind the net. Adams able to get it into the corner. Coleman tries a centering pass from the corner, but Shane's going to cover that up and put a stoppage at play with 5:45 remaining. And we still have a 1-0 score.
I'm not sure why that was called icing. I missed the tip. Did you see that?
Yeah, I was surprised they waved off icing as well, but I guess he thought maybe the defenseman had a chance to get it, and
or maybe they was just moving slow enough they could get there easily. I missed that entirely.
The skater or the puck?
I'm going to go with the puck. Let's go with the puck.
Face-off won by the Ramblers. It's going to be Matt Ring. Ring coming up the left wing side. He's chased by Lee. Tries a centering pass, blocked by Lee, and it's going to be the Stampede who come away with it in the corner. That's Luke Schlitzer up to Matt Coleman. Coleman gets it up and out of the zone. Chased down by Lightfoot and Chung. And we have some contact, no call coming.
I was looking around at the referees wondering if
so
was
I was as well. We had Chung and Lightfoot come together, but those two players, they bump fists and move on. Chung's not a dirty player. I'm sure that was just coincidental. Oh! Allen was going for the intercept and breakaway at the same time. Brought in by Glorioso, though, for the Ramblers. Ramblers go for a partial change. Ring's going to stay out on the ice. Allen, the only person in deep for the Stampede, gathers control of the puck. He has somebody banging for the puck at the slot, but unable to get that in there. Kept in by Jacob Lee.
I believe he was the one asking for the pass, wasn't he?
He was. To the face-off circle, saved by McShane. Rebound goes to the corner. Lee still banging his stick, looking for another pass. He thinks he's open. He's got Ramblers draped all over him. Puck comes to him. It goes into the slot. Now into the near side corner is Allen. Gets it up to Schlitzer at the point. Schlitzer, shot attempt from the point, goes in and trickles into the slot. That's going to be cleared out by the Ramblers, and it's going to be Fraken looking for Ring. All the way in on net. Halston's going to cover up. We will get a whistle with 3:35 remaining in the second period. Still 1-0. Stampede in front of the Ramblers.
You know, he was banging away on his stick down there in a couple situations. It was probably inadvisable to be doing that. Like
those
said,
young guys.
With the Ramblers draped all over him.
They think they're always open.
Well, he's got 2-on-1. That means somebody else is open.
Face off to the left of Halston. That's going to be won back by the Ramblers. Fraken with a good shot. Halston with a save. Now it's Schwenker. Tipped out in front by the Stampede. And Thiele is going to have a good chance to get that puck out, and does. Thiele battles with Schwenker, and a loose puck comes to Allen. Allen takes a shot, saved by McShane, and gloves it down with just under 3 minutes remaining. The loose puck right in the slot, always a scary moment.
Absolutely. That was one heck of a save. I did not think he was going to grab that. I thought that was going low glove and hitting the back of the net there. Good eyes out of him.
Allen leads them with goals. The Stampede with 12. Really looking to put number 13 on the board there. Face off deep in the Ramblers zone, 2.5 remaining. DeSales back to Mather. Up to the point to Chaubeck. That hits DeSales down low again. Shot, save, covered up by McShane.
That puck just died coming off his pad.
Yeah,
it just fell straight down.
Which I'm sure he would have, he preferred, since there was a lot of teal jerseys buzzing around him.
If that had come out at all, that would have been a dangerous situation. He was pretty committed to staying low.
Face off to the left of McShane. 2:04 remaining in the period. One back by DeSales to Chaubeck. Chaubeck has a shot. His pass over to Straithman crosses the blue line, and the Stampede are going to have to get back onside, but it's the Ramblers coming the other way. It's Lightfoot. Lightfoot gains the red, still with some speed, dumps it into the zone. Straithman bothers that entry, and the Stampede will get it up and out of the zone. It's Dylan Young. Young on the left wing side, tries to get around Nevins. Nevins bothers him, but the puck comes to DeSales. DeSales comes into the shot, saved by McShane, and it goes wide. Centering pass behind the back by DeSales, and that's going to come all the way out to Duncan. Duncan to Staples. Staples is coming down. He couldn't handle that pass cleanly, but here he comes. Takes a shot. Saved by Halston. It's still loose. It's still loose. Duncan was able to get a rebound shot. Cleared out by Dylan Young, but Duncan got a shot off, and it's Samantha Halston who comes out standing tall on all of that, and we're still not at 1-0.
Somebody owes Halston a beer already.
Again, great, and it was Greg Staples, again, leading the way down the ice.
Absolutely was.
Face off to the right of Halston, cleared up and out by the Stampede. Schwenker chases with DeSales. Schwenker gets it up and out. Staples with the puck for the team in red. DeSales now with it for the Stampede. He dumps it into the zone. Schwenker giving chase. Puck in the corner. Behind the back pass comes in. It's Dylan Young. Shot saved by McShane. Great save by McShane. Dylan Young, Johnny on the spot, and a great pass by DeSales to get him the puck, but McShane was there to ruin that scoring chance.
See, Mather's limping a little bit at this point. I think he may have fell down a little weird.
Staples gains the blue line for the Ramblers. Gets it over to Nevins. Nevins can't handle the pass. Mather's going to gather in a loose puck for the Stampede. Tries to hit Chung, and then eventually does on a second chance. Comes in, taken by Zach Lee. Zach Lee battles with McShane behind the net as time runs out.
Shane was very committed to hanging on to that puck behind the net there.
He knew how much time was left. He thought if he could just hold that up against the boards, it would serve the cause, and it did.
It certainly did.
Second period, we're still at 1-0. Your thoughts?
Back and forth. Back and forth. These teams are evenly matched, and this is a lot of fun to watch.
Okay, folks, we do need to take a moment to talk about a serious matter, and we've discussed it on the other episodes of D-League Radio here today. But this week we've had a member of the D-League, Casey Spear, who plays for the Vicious Squirrels, lost his sister and her husband in a tragic auto accident in Indianola on Tuesday. Now, the couple leave behind 3 young children, and this is just brutal. We have set up a GoFundMe page, and you can click on the link on dleagueradio.com, and please contribute whatever you can. No amount is too small. This is just a real tragedy in the making. 3 kids left behind, 2 young adults taken way too soon, both in their early 30s. And again, this affects the D-League in just a huge way. Casey Spear, a member of the Squirrels and a longtime member of D-League. This is what we do, folks. We have always stepped up to the plate as members of the league. We've always helped other people out when they've come in need. Now we have 3 young ones that definitely need your help. So go to the dleagueradio.com page. There is a link to the GoFundMe page. Please give what you can. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Hockey's just one big family, and you got to take care of your family.
This is rough. And now back to the trivial. We have us a good game, though, Tyler.
Absolutely, we do.
Samantha Halston has played very well in net for the Stampede. Ian McShane right up to the task for the Ramblers. Both teams have had several opportunities. The Stampede have bent, but they haven't broken.
Yep.
Same with the Ramblers. It was just a real good shot that put them behind the 8 ball a little bit. How's this third period play out?
I think we're going to get a lot more back and forth and see a little bit more commit on the offense here toward the end of it. trying to pull ahead or catch back up, as the case may be.
And as good as the pace has been, how much more desperation do you need if you're the Ramblers?
I don't think you can give much more. You have a fairly short bench. You just need to make a little bit, take a couple extra moments and make sure your pass is clean and you're good on your position, and the play will take care of itself.
Loose puck to Matt Coleman, tries a shot that goes through the crease. No harm done. Lyle Collins looks to get it out for the Ramblers, but it's kept in by the Stampede. Collins and Lightfoot battle. Collins can't get there, and that's going to be Fraken trying to get it up and out of the zone. Stein tries to keep it in, but Lyle Collins gets it out for the team in red. Matt Ring gains the zone for the Ramblers. Dylan Glorioso breaking for the net. Shot attempt that's blocked by Lee. Up and out of the zone. The Stampede will change behind the play, but Lightfoot gets it back to Ring, who was circling behind for the Ramblers. Now it's going to be Glorioso at center ice. Trying to get around Thiele. Gets it into the zone. Chipped right back out by Allen. And the Stampede look to come the other way. It's Thiele getting around Schwenker. That doesn't happen often. Battle for the puck. It's loose in the slot. It's going to be coming out to the point. That's Thiele. He sends it cross ice. Schwenker there for the Ramblers.
Ramblers playing on their heels here a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Fraken comes in. Takes a shot. Halston with a save that goes a little bit wide as Glorioso chases down a rebound. He battles with Schlitzer over by the Zamboni doors. Taken away by Allen, leading scorer of the Stampede. He's going to come up ice with speed. He has Jacob Lee and Thiele with him. Over to Lee, just out of reach as McShane was sprawling in the crease. Shot attempt from the corner, hits Schwenker, and it goes into the far corner. He'll clear it up to Lee Collins. Collins looking to get it up and out of the zone. It's up and out. Nevins gains it for the team in red, and he gains the zone with Staples. His pass misses the mark. Stampede clear the zone. That's Jake Adams getting it up to Lee Collins, and the Stampede will regroup. Schlitzer behind his own net, pressured by Staples. Staples has been everywhere. If the tying goal is coming from the Ramblers, I'm putting money on it that it's Staples.
I think you're right.
Mather can't gather in a loose puck. Staples with the puck. Dances around one man and two. Gets around Schlitzer. From the corner, gets it up to the point. Schwenker unable to keep the puck in. You don't see Dave Schwenker mishandle the puck very often, and that was a real inopportune time.
That's just painful. They were trying so hard to get that pressure.
It was looking good. Schlitzer up to Jacob Lee. Lee gains the zone for the team in teal. Tries to get around Schwenker. Schwenker has none of it. And now those two players collide. We're going to have a penalty called, and that's going to be on Lee. Lee is going to get a penalty. And the Ramblers have a golden opportunity here with just under 4 minutes played here in the second period. We'll see what the call is.
Thinking contact.
That's what I'm thinking too.
We both think it was contact. We can go with that.
All right, we're going to go with that until it's proven otherwise. But what is a fact is that the Ramblers are on the power play, and now is a very opportune time for them to get back in this game. It's the third period. They're down by one.
Absolutely.
Important clear by the Stampede right off the bat.
And a decisive one.
McShane comes out of his net to play the puck, gets it up to Lyle Collins on the left wing side. Staples is going to come and lead the Ramblers on the rush. Centering pass to Collins, who just fans on the shot. Puck comes out of the zone. Stampede avoided a really good scoring opportunity by the Ramblers there.
I was kind of surprised McShane didn't come out to play that particular puck and get him set up again.
Surprised as well. Fraken at the top of the face-off circles comes in. Fraken with the shot. Halston with the save. Cleared out by Chaybeck. And the Ramblers will regroup. This time McShane does come out. He can handle the puck very well. He's a very good player. To Lightfoot. To Collins over on the right wing side. Bothered by DeSales. Comes up and out. Straisman still tries to clear it, but it's kept in by the Ramblers. It's Ring. Ring sends one in on net. It bounces, and Halston will cover it as we get a stoppage in play. Ramblers on the power play. 12 and a half remaining here in the third period. It's only 1-0. Stampede in front.
So how do we know how long he's got left on sitting in the box there?
I'm not sure where the scorekeeper went. The computer and everything is down there. I think, I don't know, potty break? I don't know.
Everybody's got to go. There's a book about that, I think.
I've heard about it. Good opportunity by Lyle Collins, just misses the mark. Shot attempt by Ring from the point, cleared out by the Stampede. Ramblers have to regroup. Lightfoot, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Noticed the referee popped back over and was talking to him here in the box a minute ago, so probably just told him what time he can come out and make it easy.
Lightfoot, unabated, comes into the zone with speed. I don't know where the Stampede were. They're forecheckers, but they're way up ice. Now it's Lee Collins. Puck loose in front. Kept in at the point by Ring. Ring takes a shot. That hits bodies in front. It's going to bounce to the far side. Chaubeck clears the puck for the Stampede. McShane over to Ring. Ring leads the rush. He has numbers. Chipped off his stick by Lee. Very nice forecheck. Lightfoot gets it up to Fraken on the left wing. Fraken gains a zone. Fraken goes to make a move. That's chipped off his stick by Chaubeck. Lee will clear the zone. Ramblers, they're getting into the zone, just not getting any pressure.
Actually, you got some good sticks on the Stampede there, keeping it poked away.
Schwenker gains the zone for the Ramblers with speed. Comes in. His shot blocked by Chaubeck. Penalty is over to Lee. The Ramblers unable to connect on the power play, and now Lee's going to lead the rush. He has this puck with speed. He tries to get around Schwenker. Schwenker keeps him wide. Shot attempt. He fans on it. Schwenker gets it up to Glorioso, who can't handle it. It comes back out to center ice, and the Stampede will look to regroup. Schwenker in his own zone, 10.5 remaining in the third period. Still 1-0 the score. Stein, nice play again by the veteran defenseman. She gets it up to Allen in the zone. Allen looking for Thiele in front. Thiele unable to get a clean shot off. Good defense by the Ramblers. Allen still with the puck behind the net. Nobody open. Still with the puck. He's bothered by Schwenker. Schwenker tries to make something happen. Allen comes away with the puck, tries a shot that hits the outside of the net and goes wide into the corner. Allen and Schwenker just battling, Tyler.
Absolutely. Lee is just begging for that puck.
Lee Collins looking to make something happen, gets it up and out of the zone, chased down by Glorioso on the left wing side. Glorioso comes in, shot saved by Halston. Rebound by Nevins comes in, and Halston will cover up. Nevins didn't get a clean shot off. That puck was bouncing, but Halston covers it. We are under the 10-minute mark. It's still 1-0 Stampede in front of the Ramblers. Holy smokes.
That Nevins opportunity might have been the best one we've seen for them for a little while here. If that had settled down at all.
Yeah, the shot by Glorioso from the left wing, it was a bad angle, but still it left a rebound.
Yep.
Coming up, but it was just bouncing. Now here's Glorioso from the top of the point. His shot blocked by Dylan Young. DeSales, cross ice pass. Hits Mather, over to Dylan Young. Can't hang on to it, but it hits DeSales on the fly into the Ramblers zone. Chased down by Ring. Ring's going to get it up and out. Halston leaves it for her defense. Passed up to DeSales on the left wing side. DeSales around Ring. Into the zone. Centering attempt, that misses the mark. And it's going to be Fraken behind his own net for the Ramblers. Mather gives chase behind the net. Fraken comes out. He's bothered by DeSales. Pass attempt comes all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. Schlitzer gathers it in for the Stampede. Kept in at the point by Fraken. They're going to say that was still in. No, they're not. Now they're saying it came out.
That was real tough.
I wasn't quite sure.
No,
yeah.
I wouldn't either.
We're right on that line. I couldn't see it too clearly. But we're not getting paid to wear stripes.
Absolutely not. I'm glad we have the two guys wearing stripes this game.
Yeah, it's a better flow.
Yeah.
A lot of times. 8 minutes remaining. Ramblers on the attack, down by 1. Stampede trying to hold them off. Samantha Halston has played outstanding today, as has Ian McShane. Staples from behind the net, looking to make something happen. He's bothered by Schlitzer. Good play by Luke Schlitzer to just get enough on that block. And now the Stampede look to clear the zone. It's Staples and Lee trying to battle it out. Fraken's going to come away with it. He makes one move, gets around Schlitzer. Comes in, takes a shot, saved by Halston. Schlitzer probably just going to ice this puck now just to take the heat out of a hot kitchen, and does. Not a bad move by Schlitzer, and he knew it. That's why he iced it. It was just, hey, let's interfere with this.
Let's get ourselves a break. Wow, that was a lot of pressure all at once.
It seemed that the Ramblers were buzzing right off the face-off there.
I don't know what they can do any differently to get that puck in the net. They are doing everything they can and throwing everything they can towards the net, and it's just not going.
Face-off to the right of Halston. It comes out to Staples. Staples shoots and scores! Halston never saw it until the last second. By then it was too late. And finally, a D-League radio host makes a prediction that comes true. Greg Staples scores.
Absolutely, absolutely. Congratulations. That was one heck of a goal. Like, she had no idea that was even coming until it was already past her.
Right off the face-off, it came to Staples. He fired off a real nice wrist shot, and Sam had no chance to get that one. It went into the net with authority, and we are knotted at one with 6.5 remaining here in the third period. We got ourselves a real good game.
Even though it's a tying goal, that's one of those ones you got to know that you couldn't have done anything about. Hopefully she doesn't let it in her head, or it's, I don't know, she's going to let in another one.
So now we'll see if the Stampede can answer. This has been a real good game by both teams, back and forth. 6 minutes remaining. We'll see if somebody comes away a winner on this. Chaubeck chases it down on the near side boards to get it past Lee Collins. And now it's to James Chung. He enters the zone, but Schwenker's there to intercept him. He's going to come through the zone with speed. Schwenker gains the line. Tries to get around Lee. Lee pokes it off his stick, chipped up and out. It's going to be to Matt Coleman at center red. Staples gets around him. Staples still with the puck. Chaubeck there to defend against him. A pass to Nevins is blocked by Chaubeck, but Nevins is going to get it. He's going to try a shot. Halston will make a save and steer it to the corner. Chung gathers it in for the team in teal. Tries a cross-ice pass, very unadvisable. It goes up and into the Stampede bench, and we'll get a stoppage with 5:20 remaining here in the third period. 1-1, Ramblers and Stampede.
Good heads-up play from the guy on the bench there, catching that puck flying through the air.
Well, it's really easy to, once you get to the bench, think you're in a safe zone and let your guard down for a second and get your bell rung.
The injured player for the Ramblers is standing there in his jeans and wearing his mask because he is a smart person.
Well, I don't know. That is Ryan Butler, their team captain. And
still got that mask on.
He does have the mask
on. Gets you extra points every day.
Chaubeck enters the zone for the Stampede, coming off of his point as Thiele covers for him. And now a loose puck gathered in by Strathman of the Stampede. He's looking to make something happen. Big Strathman comes through, gains the zone for the Stampede. Tries a shot that's blocked by Lightfoot, and Ring will get it up to Duncan as the Ramblers look to go the other way. Stretch pass to Lee Collins, misses the mark. Chaubeck will get there first, and the puck will come up and out of the zone. Ring dumps it back in. The Ramblers are offside, so the Stampede will get a free out on this one. Chipped up near the penalty boxes. Nevins has it for the Ramblers. Bothered by Chaubeck. Chipped it into the zone where Duncan will give chase with Strathman. Strathman up to Thiele at center ice. Thiele has Allen with him. He has Younglee joining the fracas. Shot. Save. Rebound. McShane covers up.
Wow. Diving save on that rebound at the end there.
If McShane wasn't 6'7" before this game, he is now as far as he stretched out for that one.
No joke. He was all in on that. If that had squeaked just a little bit further, we'd have a very different game right now.
Holy cow. A good opportunity by Thiele, looking for his second goal of the game, said no one ever. And a good rebound by Allen. McShane up to the task. Ramblers looking to get out of the zone. It's Glorioso. He gets it past the defense of the Stampede, and Stein's going to chase it down, but Glorioso's going to come away with it. Glorioso tries to get around Stein, can't handle a bouncing puck. Lee Collins is coming on the circle. Stein over with Dylan Young. Young up the wall, looking for DeSales. DeSales can't gain control of it. Adams keeps it in. Shot attempt by Adams. That goes to the far side, chased down by the Stampede defense. Up to Mather. Mather gets it up and out of the zone around Schwenker. And now DeSales is going to chase after it with Adams. DeSales comes in, makes a move, shoots, and scores!
What a goal.
Kurt DeSales gathers in a loop loose puck, gets around Adams, makes a move, makes McShane bite on it, and roofs it to give the Stampede a 1-goal lead. They answer the Ramblers' goal with 2.5 remaining here in the third period.
He just outweighted him there, waited until he was committed to tracking his movement, stuck the puck out, and reached around him with it. That's just an exercise in patience right there.
So now we'll have to see what happens with the Rambler goalie McShane. He's looking to get out of the net soon. We're just over 2 minutes. Schwenker loses control of the puck. It's DeSales once again, centering pass over to Mather. Shot that gets past McShane but goes behind the net. Kept it at the point by the defense of the Stampede. Glorioso of the Ramblers gets it up and out of the zone, chased down by Lyle Collins on the right wing side. It gains the zone. Stein over there with Collins. Collins has the puck. He gets it to Glorioso. Glorioso's shot. That's blocked by Stein. Comes out to Lightfoot. Centering pass. It comes to Lyle Collins. He shoots. Halston with the save, and she'll cover up with 1:38 remaining. Wow. Good pressure by this line of the Ramblers. And Lyle Collins just right place, right time as the puck comes to him. It was rolling a little bit. He didn't get all of that shot, but still makes Halston make a save.
Oh, and he got it up off the ice, too, which is always going to be a little bit trickier to stop. He's keeping one eye on McShane down here, and he is now off the ice. I was expecting him to come off while they had all the extended pressure there.
Face off deep in the Stampede zone. It's a shot attempt by Nevins. Comes out to Lightfoot on the point. Empty net for the Ramblers. Sent the length of the ice. It's going towards the net and just wide. That'll be icing. 1:25 remaining. Chung sent that down. It just missed, not by much.
Doesn't get a lot closer than that.
We are under 2 minutes, and so that means stop clock with a score of 2 goals differential or less. 2-1's the score. The Stampede in front. This D-League radio game, again, just a real good matchup between two teams that really mirror each other. Face off to the right of Halston. One back by the Stampede. Cleared out by Schlitzer. He's going for the empty net. This has a chance. It's just going to go wide, and we have another icing call.
I feel like this is going to go the way college basketball does in the last couple minutes.
Oh, with fouling the guy every 5 seconds?
No, as soon as you get the ball, just wing it.
Oh, your take on that? I'm not a fan. I mean,
I am not.
Schlitzer had time. He could have wrapped it around the boards.
Absolutely. I think there could have been a better way to keep the game moving.
There's still a lot of time, a minute 15 or a minute 17 remaining.
Control the puck and get it at least to the red line so you've got a better chance of making the empty net.
Ring from the point. His shot deflected wide. Centering attempt. Comes in. It's still loose and shot. Score! It's Lyle Collins in front. Wow. Gathers in a loose puck in the blue paint and puts it in, and we are tied at a minute 6.
Wow.
The Ramblers with the goalie pulled, and it pays off. Lyle Collins.
Right place, right time.
Again.
That just trickled by her, and she just couldn't keep up with it quite quick enough.
I think she thought she had it under the trapper. It squirted free and was sitting there. Nobody picked up Lyle Collins as he comes in and puts it in, and we are tied at 2 with just over a minute remaining. Buckle in, folks. This one isn't over. Staples comes in for the Ramblers. Right wing side. Takes a shot, saved by Halston. Stampede look to get up and out of the zone. Mather to Lee. That's going to be taken by Chung. Chung gets it into the Rambler zone, 45 seconds remaining. Schwenker goes back for the Ramblers. Trying to waste some time. He's bothered by Lee. Kept in by Schlitzer at the point. His shot attempt. That hits some sticks and goes wide. Centering pass by Lee misses the mark. It's taken by Lee Collins. He's going to get it up and out of the zone. Icing waved off. Comes the length of the ice. It's going to be Schlitzer getting back there first with 20 seconds remaining. He tries to wrap it around the net. It's taken by Staples. Staples comes in to Nevins. Nevins couldn't get a clean shot off. Chung up and out of the zone. 12 seconds remaining. Going to be chased down by Allen. Allen putting pressure on Schwenker. Schwenker waits him out. 5 seconds remaining. It looks like we're going to have a tie. 2-1, and that's going to do it. We have ourselves a tie game. 2-2 is going to be the final score. The Stampede and the Ramblers, once again, the Ramblers giving us very good entertainment on the D-League Radio TV Game of the Week. They did so with the Adjusters 2 weeks ago. Today, last-second heroics by Lyle Collins
just amazing.
Puts them in a tie game. Both Samantha Halston and Ian McShane played awesome. This was a great game. Tyler.
This was definitely a great game. This was I want to watch them play more. Can we not have a tie and just have them keep going?
You would hope.
Can they keep going?
That was something else. Wow. I'm at a loss. This one could have gone to either team in the dying seconds. It was the Ramblers that stepped up, got the goal after, and answering a very critical DeSalle's goal that put the Ramblers up, gives them all the momentum with 2.5 minutes left, and yet a minute and a half later, Collins puts that in.
Absolutely. And I was wondering why they were waiting so long to pull McShane, and then they knew what they were doing. Pulled him at the right time and just outweighted the goaltender and buried it.
What do we know, right?
Oh, no. I don't know. I just stand up here.
Fantastic. This is Tyler Shelton. He is the host of the 515 Hockey Cast. It's a new podcast for hockey here in central Iowa. They're doing a great job over there. You can pick them up on iTunes or wherever else you can catch your podcasting action. You found D-League Radio. You're going to find this guy, too. If you haven't heard it already, check it out. It's a great show, very thorough. They cover all the leagues. We have this market cornered, so
okay.
you got free reign on everything else.
All right, sweet. All right.
Nice. Your final thoughts on this outstanding game between two teams?
I want to see more of these two teams. That's my final thoughts. I wish this didn't end in a tie. I wanted to see how this one actually ended.
Well, as messed up as our schedule has been, who knows? They may be playing each other next week. I'll tell you that much. Who knows? But we are here to tell you one more time that D-League Radio is brought to you by the Keg Stand, 3530 West Town Parkway in West Des Moines. Check them out for all your D-League needs and all your hockey needs. Ryan Greening is the owner. He is a member of the D-League, and he is a generous person who gives so much to D-League Radio and the D-League. They are open 7 days a week till 2 a.m. Over 90 beers on tap, 15 TV screens, always going to have the action you want to see on TV. Don't miss out. The next D-League night is March 21st. That is next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Great door prizes, a live episode of D-League Radio. Who knows what else we're going to throw at you. Make sure you guys come on out for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. The last D-League night was a great time. We had a lot of fun then. It's going to be even better this time as the playoffs are approaching. So we are going to wrap this one up. And, wow, you've had a great debut on D-League Radio.
This was great. Thank you for having me. I had an awesome time.
Thank you for joining us. We look to have fun with each other's shows here in the near future. Absolutely. All right. So for Rich Harms over in the control booth, manning the camera and the controls, for Tyler Shelton of 515 Hockey Cast, I'm John Reichert. Thank you so much for listening and watching D-League Radio.